Yo.
Yeah. Hey, we back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back with another video, my nigga.
Thank you guys so fucking much, man.
Oh, man, I was supposed to curse that early, huh? My bad. All right. So, on today's video, Angel Reese has been in the media quite often, literally, like, lately. Like,
I've been looking at all her pictures.
Yeah, like, for a lot of reasons.
Oh. I thought because that ass was fat.
That shit fat as hell, bro.
You know what I'm talking about?
My bad. All right,
not sexualizing
we here to
that
talk about some business, I guess. We just two niggas outside the tax bracket, just here to give some opinions. You feel me?
Hand pays them bills, baby. I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. Literally. I'm trying to think of like my rent for where I stay at. I'm gonna do the math real quick.
He might cover that. Yeah,
Is
it covers
like-
that. It
is
definitely covers that.
What is my, I don't even know my salary. 74? Okay. Times,
Here, I'll do it.
yeah. I don't even know my salary. Does it? Let me see. You don't even, yo! I'm living beyond my means. It's like, no, my rent is more than that. It's 8,000. I'm living beyond my means. Like y'all think, babe. If y'all thought, it's like, let me.
So,
All right, so it sounded like she was responding.
responding to what?
Okay, from the video, I don't, because it sounded like she was responding to maybe somebody calling her broke or something. Because I think I heard about this before when in like a post-game interview when they asked her about the WNBA being enough to pay her salary or whatever, pay her bills or whatever. And I'm guessing they called her broke because she said like it don't even pay my rent.
I mean, her rookie contract is an entry level job. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand you talk about somebody that came from making millions in college and still makes, you know, she has other endeavors where she makes money on. She's not really relying on the WNBA contract. And she let people know beforehand. She said, I could stay in college and just do this. She said, I don't even need to go to the WNBA. She said that before she went to the WNBA. She said, I don't need to go to the WNBA.
Mm. You know, I will say, ain't nothing wrong with showboating. Ain't nothing wrong with being arrogant, especially when you fire.
She wasn't being arrogant.
It's a little arrogant. It's a tone thing. Like people like to tell me all the time, it's the way you
So
said it.
I guess because what I'm looking at is you know, the WNBA, they about to strike, pretty much go against their CBA, the collective bargaining agreement, because they don't think they're getting paid enough. And this was pretty much a preface to that. She's a good marketer. So I look at videos like this, like, yeah, she doing this for another reason. So now, you know, this came out 2 weeks ago. Now you look at this week, it's like, oh yeah, WNBA and CBA, a collective bargaining agreement, you know, $40 million about to be left on the table type shit.
Right.
So, you know, this is a preface to that right now. And, you know, Caitlin Clark might be the face talent-wise, but when it comes to this money...
I mean, she got the endorsements.
Who?
She got the endorsement.
Angel Reese, yeah, she does. What I'm saying, when it comes to the actual skill of basketball, Caitlin Clark got it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to making the money in this league, Angel Reese is going to head that up. And at the end of the day, y'all going to see that
Now, what are we
they were
looking
both
for?
pivotal, huh?
What are we looking for from this, though? Are we looking for somebody to be the basketball star? Or are we looking for somebody to be the marketing star?
Both, because with marketing comes money. I mean, we already have it. Caitlin Clark is not the best of all time. We're not going to say that. Not when people like Maya Moore exist. You know what I'm saying? Not when people like Diana Taurasi exist. You know, I know Diana Taurasi is old as shit, but, you know, in her younger days, you know, y'all know what the fuck is going on. You know, you got a lot of these players, WNBA players that were great, and they didn't get the same recognition that Caitlin Clark is getting. And it's cool. Nobody says that, you know, the game's going to grow. You know, shit, you have people, you know, from back in the day in football that, you know, don't get the same recognition they do today. They would probably make more money. The players back in the day in basketball, they wasn't making no money.
Right.
And they was good enough to make money today, but, you know, they just happen to play in the wrong era.
Right.
It is what it is. WNBA is a growing sport. So you want somebody to grow your brand. This media presence, Angel Reese is growing the brand. the whole WNBA brand. She's showing girls another way to do it.
Like Kim Kardashian said, there is no bad press.
There is no bad press. There is no bad press. And she said this before. She said she takes on the bad guy role. And she said she'll take on that bad guy role if it inspires the next generation. She don't give a fuck.
Yeah, all I'll say is I hope she's paying attention to how much she's being paid, because you're going to want to use that and leverage when you re-sign to a team.
That's cool, but when Marshawn Lynch said he don't spend none of his checks, nobody came at him like this.
Marshawn, we was kind of like, he just here so I won't get fined. So we was like...
No, Marshawn Lynch spent none of his NFL checks.
No, I'm not mad at that.
She don't spend none of her WNBA checks.
I'm not mad at that. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I'm just saying based off what she just said. She's like, I don't even know what my salary is. I'm like, I hope you do. I hope you do. Just I hope you do. Like, so ain't nothing outside of that. I just hope you do.
It comes from this point. Like, when you have so much money coming in from so many different ways, you know how they say, like, you know, you could lose money and not even notice it. Mm. You ever like have money in your account, a bill come out, you didn't even notice the bill got paid. You was like, oh shit, that shit is on. I have been there a couple times. Yeah, so you know, so you look at it like that. So she got so much money. She said, yeah, my salary might be this, but I forgot what the fuck, what city she playing?
Who?
Angel Reese. I'm drawing a blank right
Chicago.
now. Yeah, Chicago Sky. She played for Chicago Sky. You don't know what the tax is like in Chicago. What her check really comes out to a week, like what she make.
True.
Then you know she get that check. It say $75,000. So her weekly check is like $1,200 or some shit like that. Mm. You know, not even $1,200. Yeah, matter of fact, it's like $1,400, whatever, something like that a week. But you got another check coming a week that say $100K. You're not looking at that 1K. I'm not looking at this 1K check. Yeah. Matter of fact, wherever it's going, I don't even want to know.
Yeah, true that.
I'll say that shit for taxes at the end of the year. This should pay my taxes at the end of the year. My WNBA check pay my taxes. That's balling to this fullest. Like, yo, ball out. Fuck that, Angel. Yo, look, if you ball and flaunt that shit.
Hey, ball out, man. She got it.
Yeah. Everybody talking shit about you. They say you get your own rebound. You get your own rebounds. Fuck them.
She getting the rebounds.
Tell them you really get your own rebound. Look, you get that bag.
No funny shit. As soon as she got like injured, I was like, oh shit, here we go. We've seen this a million times before.
That was at the end of the season.
And she looked like she bounced back and was like, podcast. I'm like, she got that shit,
she
bro.
Like, yeah,
she
got
that
I got me a podcast. I got people on my show that people want to hear from.
She know what she doing. She stay busy. That's what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to stay busy. Fucking busy, my guy.
Cause guess who else did this? This is the same move Shaq did when he was coming up in the NBA. Shaq was taking all the sponsors. He didn't give a fuck who it was from.
Yeah,
I'm on every commercial.
Now he owned Papa John's.
Tough acting to acting, my nigga. I'm on it. Icy hot. Ooh. He on everything. If Shaq would have had if podcast was popular, Shaq would have had a podcast. I promise you.
Probably.
And we would all been watching.
I damn sure would have. Man, there was a Jaylen Brown interview that I seen.
Revisit your emotions.
All right, we got Jaylen Brown with Stephen A. Smith.
You are not going to be one of the 12 selected on Team USA. Mm-hmm. And B, despite the fact that 3 of your teammates was on the team. 2 of them who spend 82 games a year deferring to you, and 1, obviously, Jason Tatum, who came here a year later, but this is the 3-time first-team All-NBA over the last 3 years. What was that?
Boy, this nigga Steven be glazing, boy. This nigga be glazing.
What you mean?
This nigga be dropping stats on stats on stats in front of the nigga.
He letting them know.
Asking, hey, how do you feel about this, that, and third?
No, you got to understand how he feel, bro. Then 2 players who he's better than.
Yeah.
And one who kind of plays his position.
And Jason didn't
from
even
his
play.
Team. You put them on Team USA before you thought about putting Jaylen Brown on Team USA.
Right.
And then, then he said, of course, you got one player who's clearly is better than you. Statistically is better than you. 3-time first team, yeah. On the team, does he mean more to you? Y'all might mean equal, y'all Batman and Robin. Y'all really Batman and Superman type shit. So I really can't, he's not trying to diss him, but how do you feel, Jay? I'm trying to get a reaction. He ain't glazing. You trying to get that reaction out of him. That's what he doing. Like, hey, bro, like, how you feel that these 2 niggas that you know you better than?
Look at his face, though. He's just like, This motherfucker
Like,
spitting. This nigga spitting.
look, like you right, Steven. You
You're
right.
right, Steven. That is a lot.
Like for you.
The emotions,
Yeah.
it was a lot. Honestly. And a lot of the stuff that we just talked about, I feel like delineates into the same conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll say this. In 2028, if I have to sign to Nike to increase my likelihood to play USA basketball, I'll pass.
Wow.
One, I think that
wow. That's heavy.
Yeah.
That's heavy. And I just want to say to people real quick, I'm not even trying to make this a me moment, but it's ultimately about a me moment. But before he even tells us the reason, I just want to tell niggas, like, I'm wearing Pumas right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't bought anything Nike.
Shout out, Jay-Z.
I haven't bought anything like Nike or Adidas in like years. And, well, no, let me not say years. Ever since that shit with Kyrie, when they stripped him of his deal and shit, just for talking about that documentary on Amazon, fam, when they stripped him of that, just to see like how they did my boy, I was like, nah, bro, that's crazy works, bro. That's crazy works. Like, yo, this is all business. I get it, but yo, that's crazy works how they doing my boy, bro. And then, not too long after, maybe a few months down the road, I seen how Puma did honor Nipsey Hussle and his family. And I said, nah, that right there?
You know who the
like,
creative director of Puma is?
Jay-Z.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why that happened.
And I was like, nah, that I can fuck with. Like that I can go to sleep peacefully at night knowing I'm giving my money to something that is going to something better. Like,
see,
that was a big deal.
You
and
can't,
Nike just like, nah, give me that shit. You can't.
Right. See, you can't do shit without having a seat at the table. Jay-Z can come into Puma and say, we're going to do this because he pulled up a seat at the table. He ain't signed no deal with them and say, let me get Rockaway over here.
Yeah.
He don't own Rockaway no more, but just an example, you know what I'm saying? He said, let me just bring my own apparel and sell it through y'all. He said, give me a seat at the table. Kanye didn't have a seat at the table. He pretty much was the table though, but he didn't have a seat at the table. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Kyrie, he just got sponsored by Nike, so you already at the the will of them because they paying you.
True.
So yeah, but I respect Jaylen Brown because he had made some comments. I think he supported Kyrie Irving, and he made some other comments that was kind of controversy. I can't remember the exact comments, so I won't go on wax and say it, but I'll look it up later and I'll confirm it again. But he made some comments earlier, and then after those comments, he got snubbed from Team USA, and it's kind of like, well, damn, then they made an excuse. Well, we got other players like him and da-da-da and this, that, and the third, but it's like, nah, we don't do that. But we seen y'all with a team full of guards one year, you know what I'm saying? Didn't even really have a center to play. So we ain't trying to hear none of that.
Right.
So him, if I don't know what happened behind closed doors, because I didn't hear that because he wasn't signed to Nike, he didn't get to play on Team USA. I didn't hear. Was Kyrie on Team USA?
Yeah.
Kyrie, no, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
He said he wants to play. He said he wants to play for Team USA, but he got snubbed as well. And Kyrie Irving is still one of the best players in the world at basketball. And on Team USA stage, he'll go motherfucking crazy because can't nobody guard him. Nobody's guarding it. It don't matter. I don't give a fuck who's out there. He's dropping 40 a game if he wants to.
He was on the 2020 team, I think.
Yeah, when he was with Nike. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, just like you, bro. I applaud Jaylen Brown. Yeah, fuck them niggas.
Now,
I said the same thing when they robbed Kyrie of that shit. I said the same thing. I said Nike don't support black people trying to find their truth, regardless of what it is. Like it's just because
you're an athlete.
But fuck that. But I'm a man at the end of the day, and I need answers and shit. If I go looking for something, and I didn't even give you a thought, I just said this shit was interesting. I didn't say I believed it. I just said it was interesting.
Right.
And you call me anti-Semitic?
Now I do want to hear his reasoning, so let's get back to that.
Let's do.
I think the essence, like you see it in our grassroots. Kids, instead of enjoying the essence of basketball, are like forced to pick a side.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at our global game in Europe is closing the gap.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that we should focus more on our development of our youth and grassroots. And I think sports, I think shoe companies should have less control over the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, and I was one of those kids. You know, I was a top player, #1. Actually, you came to one of my high school games. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I was a top player in high school, and and it was so much.
Why he having it like a proud uncle moment? You came to one of my high school games, yeah. I did. So,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah. Hey,
I wasn't.
that's a moment, bro. That's a
See,
moment,
that's
bro.
a real nigga moment. Hey, I was there for you, my nigga.
Like if we come up and make millions off this shit, right? We gonna look at this. Hey, yo, bro, you was there, bro. I remember you came to the pod, bro. You was there in my first episode. type
Hell
shit.
yeah, that's a fact.
To deal with, Nike, Adidas, like going to an Adidas school, going to a Nike school. And the kids should just be focusing on development. And I think this has a direct correlation to what we see at the highest level, even in Olympic play. Like, politics is not synonymous with basketball. As my role as the vice.
And this is what the fuck happens when you get your fucking education and then give yourself a platform. This is what happens. Jaylen Brown is a scholar.
He was spitting.
He is a scholar, but fuck the basketball shit. Jaylen Brown didn't need basketball to get his money. He chose it. And now he's using his platform in a responsible way. And I love it. That's all I need. That's all I wanted to say. I wanted to decide about that.
President, I sit in these conversations with now who is Andre, who's our executive director,
Andre Iguodala.
and Adam Silver, who is the commissioner for the NBA, who goes back and forth about what we need and what's best for our game. So I know what corporate sponsors, what their what their pedigree is like. I know what the relationship is like. I know how those conversations go on. Anybody who thinks sports, politics are not cohesive,
They operate in sync with one another. Absolutely.
yeah, you lying to yourself. So I'll say it again, because I know it'll be a quote in 2028. If I have to sign to Nike to increase my likelihood of playing USA basketball, I'll pass.
Why do you mention Nike?
Because they're the lead sponsor for the USA basketball team.
But I'm also asking you that question is because you were once with Nike, correct?
No.
You were never with Nike.
No, Adidas.
Okay, you were with Adidas, all right. And people thought you should go with Nike, and that was not something that ended up working out. What?
So he never was with Nike.
This is why niggas
That
gotta
makes
do
it
their
even
own.
more fire.
That niggas gotta do their own
that
research.
nigga
Y'all niggas be
said,
lying.
Suck my.
Y'all niggas be lying. Y'all told me he was signed to Nike.
Oh,
I wanted to believe
damn.
y'all too. I wanted to believe y'all.
So he big stepping 10 toes on it.
You said fuck
Shit.
them.
Oh.
Steven, I've been said fuck them.
Hey,
niggas.
look, he big stepping with the slippers on. Them not even shoes. Them slippers.
Them Ugg slippers. Y'all know how they do.
That nigga comfy while he stepping.
I know how y'all niggas be. Y'all niggas love fuck them Ugg slippers. Like they real sneakers.
I can't lie. I thought about getting a pair of the low ones. They look comfy as shit.
That's them right there.
Yeah, like the beige ones though.
Yeah. Never.
They look comfy. Look. I tried some on before. I was like, God damn, bro, it's like a cloud.
Yeah. I'm a man though. I'm not supposed to be foot comfortable.
Shit me, nigga.
Yeah, you talking.
Look, I got gel soles, nigga. I'm getting old. My knees hurt. Fuck that. I just started getting my knees right. You got me fucked up. I need comfort over everything. Look, I can't wear Timbs now for more than 5 hours.
My nigga said, your Cameron and Mace, they all over you right now, yo. One nigga said, I just got my knees back right. Yo, that ain't no information I needed to know about you.
Damn, chill. I ain't mean it like that. I ain't mean it like that. God
Whatever
damn.
you do in your knee, hey, man. Oh, my God. That was wild.
I'm saying, man. Heavy
This
lifting.
nigga crazy. What?
Happened with that?
I mean, no need to get into the. I don't have a problem with the industry. I do. You know, I'm lying. You know, I do.
Okay, I was going to say, go ahead, Jaylen.
I do.
All right, go ahead.
I think the industry definitely needs some new energy, some new creativity, and some new options. I think the way, you know, the shoe companies go about issuing deals and illustrating people's value in terms of IP, in terms of creative control, in terms of like how involved you are in the process, I think it needs to change. I listen to the voices of our older generation. I know players that I can name, superstars, that would tell you right now, man, they frustrated as hell. You know, their stuff can't come out when they want it to come out. They have no input or control. They was forced to renegotiate certain percentages that they think they should have more value. And they wish it was other options. So, you know, people like to use the word disruptor for me, and I really don't like it. You know,
You don't like the word disruptive? For yourself?
It comes with the territory.
Okay.
But no, because everything that I've tried to be a part of, everything that I am a part of, my thought process has always been solution-based.
Listen, I don't know who needs to hear this. Definitely Jaylen Brown. You can't rebuild shit without destroying shit. Sorry to tell you this. You got to be disruptive in order to change some shit, because you're changing the natural nature of the flow. Sorry to tell you that. He might not like being labeled as that, but it's like, hey, fam, go with it. That's what you're doing. You're disrupting the business. You're disrupting what's going on. You're disrupting, like, how people, like, he didn't do it for me, but just him saying shit like this is disruptive to how people now view Nike. Like, because there's real followers of him that's like, yeah, I want to stand on that too.
People been viewing Nike like this. They already said, hey man, these niggas, kids are dying over your shoes.
Right.
Yet you still make them expensive.
Niggas throwing them up on telephones.
You know what I'm saying? Yet you still have a limited stock. You know what I'm saying? That's on purpose. You don't give a fuck that children are passing away. So people been talking about Nike bad, or you know, the Jordan bad brand, which, you know, Nike bought the Jordan brand, so you know, Nike's the one releasing all the shit. So
I'm not mad at it. It's just like you gotta, you know, sometimes you just gotta go with the label, man.
yeah, Nike makes shit that our people like, and they make it unattainable to the people we like.
Now you
The
can
people
make
that
some
like
shit.
us, my bad.
You can make some shit better, but that's only if people are willing to like give you like the blueprint to what's going on, and then hey, what can you do to enhance this? But if niggas ain't even trying to fuck with you, then it's like, no, you got to be disruptive, especially like if you gonna be in the workforce that you in.
He's right. Like, if I want to buy, if Jaylen Brown's my favorite player and I want to buy some Jaylen Browns, I shouldn't have to pay. If he want people like him that grew up like him to own the shoe, do like Stephon, you know, like Stephon Marbury did
Shaq,
with the Starberries, the Shaqs with the Shaq Fools and shit like that. And y'all look down at them because the price tag is $20, but they bought some shoes for.
I didn't look down on them because of the
Nobody looked down on Starberries.
I looked down on them because they was in Payless, and niggas used to
they're a pay less shoe.
Yeah, niggas used to roast the fuck out of Payless.
I mean, yeah, they did. Of course, you know, it's like that in the whole black community, nigga. If you ain't got nothing that costs this X amount of dollars and up, nigga, like, you not it.
Facts.
Like, you know, it is what it is. But what Jaylen Brown is saying is like, it shouldn't have to be like that. I should be able to release a good basketball shoe. You be like, yo, this shit is hard. Because there's some shit out here that's $100 that's hard.
Oh, shit.
Shit, girls go value shopping all the time, bro. Them heels be $30, bro. They don't give a fuck.
And they got some shoes on TikTok shop that's pretty fire.
You know, listening, being a representing our 450, listening to what players are saying behind closed
But
doors.
some people would say solutions can be disruptive from time to time, depending on who you're dealing with.
Yes, no, you're correct. I just don't.
Told you. You got to dismantle to rebuild. Sometimes you got to take the Lego pieces apart because you made an error somewhere. You know what I'm
Shut
saying?
the fuck up and smoke this blunt.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm
press
just saying.
play.
I'm just
Press play,
saying.
nigga. Shut the fuck up and smoke that blunt.
Like to be called just like singularly
Got it.
a disruptor. I know it comes with it, But my thought process has always been solution based, trying to create a solution for what I feel like in society, from an athlete perspective, is viewed as a problem. And that doesn't just stop at the shoe industry. The agency model, we can go more in detail. Yeah. Actually, I could talk to you all day about this stuff. We have a lot of meetings with the union, which I'm happy to be involved with. I've been since I was 21 years old. So I've been 7 years now that I've been participating in the development.
You turned 28 in a couple of days.
Yeah, man, this is my this is my last 2 years in my 20s.
Right, that's right.
That sounds terrible.
It ain't terrible.
Nah, I know, but I've been a part of it for 7 years, and I've learned, the ins and outs of the operational aspect of the league, the marketing approach. I learned about how the decision making process goes, who has responsibilities, who doesn't, and how things are looked at and viewed. So I think things need to change.
I'm going to read a quote that you gave. But
Yes,
before
sir.
I read the quote that you gave, you were responding to Nike founder Phil Knight. This is in 2022, who had criticized Kyrie Irving for his quote-unquote slow-motion non-apology after sharing an anti-Semitic documentary on social media. That's for Kyrie to discuss. We don't have to revisit that at all because there's a lot of hits that he took during COVID, from myself included, that he did not deserve. So I want to make sure I'm on the record stating that, and he and I'll have a conversation at some point. But I remember when you were communicating about Nike in response to their reaction to Kyrie, and your exact words was, "Since when does Nike care about ethics?" Now, you've never been under Nike. Like you said, you were under Adidas. Things didn't work out, but you didn't hesitate to say what you said about them.
For sure.
A, why? And B, do you not see how that can alienate a lot of businesses from wanting to do business
Absolutely.
with you and your willingness to speak out?
I think the ones who haven't been behaving ethically, for sure. I think the ones who do, I think it actually would attract them. But as a major corporation who's huge, has a lot of under their umbrella, that always hasn't maintained the ethical approach to, the decision making that they have, especially on the behalf of their signees. So being able to see that, because
I think he's right on that aspect. When I think about that aspect on the ethical side, you know that Michael Jordan movie that just recently came out, like with the first Jordan.
Air.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it in that aspect as, bro, that whole shit was a scam. Like that shit was like not a scam, but like because it worked out the way it did, but that shit was like it was an idea, and it was like, nigga, we got to get this together. They made a whole movie about it, and it's just like the troubles of trying to get this shit to happen, and then it's on the backs of us to sell a shoe for them, to maintain an image for their brand. It's like we need you niggas to sell our shoe.
I'm not gonna lie. At the time, I really wouldn't put Jordan in the mix because Jordan got NBA players paid. If it wasn't for Jordan, niggas would still be making WNBA money.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So, but like I said, at the time, Nike did it differently. They partnered with Jordan. It wasn't like we own you, MJ.
Yeah.
He had his own brand. The Jordan brand was his own brand that he owned. Mm-hmm. And I mean, as of recently, he sold it to Nike, but it was Michael Jordan's. And Jordan made so much money off of that shit. Much. And y'all think the inspiration of Jordan putting up all them stats was because he wanted to be good in the NBA? No. Them niggas said, we will give you a bonus if you win the scoring title, the MVP, and da-da-da. And he went out there and did that. He said, oh, what?
That man said, think about it.
Yeah, this Nike money is more than this NBA money.
We'll give you 28 pairs of shoes. We'll resell them 17 times a year, every year.
They never taught
for the next lifetime.
That wasn't the original plan. So they dropped a shoe every year.
Yeah.
Until up until 23 or whatever, and then that's when they started.
That was my scenario.
Yeah. But with different owners come different sales tactics. Yeah, re-release.
That's fine.
Niggas love the retros, but niggas made them popular.
I think Jaylen Brown's on the right course, man. He know what he's talking about. Well educated. on everything, on
Only,
politics.
only thing he didn't say that I would like to hear was like one of his solutions. He said he's coming with solutions, but what are the solutions that he was supposed to be presenting? Because he never got into the nitty gritty of one of his proposed solutions. I wish Stephen A would have asked that, but I didn't hear it. Did you hear it? Did he say it?
I can't remember. I'm kind of lifted right now.
He just said that.
I think I heard him say.
He just said that we need to pour more into the youth and development of the athletes here.
Something he did say that surprised me was I didn't realize because I wasn't heavy in sports like that, but I didn't realize Nike and Adidas had schools that like they send
sponsor
people to.
They sponsor schools.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, I know that I knew. I didn't know they had schools like that. It's like, oh, you got to decide whether you're going to an Adidas school versus a Nike school, and that matters when you get drafted and shit. And
Right,
like,
you gotta.
That's crazy.
Because Nike helps develop youth, so they want to get to the players before they get famous.
Yeah,
that's what was happening in the NBA.
Angel Reese, yeah.
No, I'm talking about in the NBA back then. They would wait for these players to get to the NBA to talk to them, and it's kind of like, well, damn, they want to sign with Nike anyway. But if I help you get good enough to get to the next level, you know what I'm saying?
Under Armour.
Yeah, Under Armour,
Steph Curry.
Puma, anything, I got a youth team and I helped you get to this point. If you become the number one player, shit, hopefully, I get a shoe after you and you come back home because I sponsored your whole goddamn career.
Yeah.
So, yes, that's what he's talking about though.
Yeah, I think he's. I agree with him. That's what I'm gonna say.
But
to end
one underlying thing he's saying is some players out there that's better than the ones that's coming up, and we don't see them because they're not signed to Nike or Adidas. And that's what I think he's really talking about, and that's crazy too.
All right. With that being said,
yeah,
this has been How You Feel Reactions.
That nigga's always so goddamn animated. The nigga like anime though. He got Naruto on the shirt.
There you go.
That one on his arm. Tatted.
Yeah, man. Till the next time, man.
Yeah.
Peace out, man.
We got another reaction.
Like,
coming up.
subscribe, comment.
Comment, share.
Peace.
Definitely share. We out.